Good evening. This is Ned Oshiro. Normally, I've been using this platform to provide counseling and information regarding how to improve your English. But today, I'd like to use this opportunity and to this platform to make a pre-launch announcement on what I'm thinking going to do. That is that the I would like to provide information and what's happening around, especially regard to foreign workers living in Japan and who have been brought in Japan under the special programs sponsored by the Japanese government. So let me put it that I put it wrote it down this way. The purposes of this Ned's insights into foreign workers in Japan are shed light on issues facing foreign workers who have been brought into Japan under special programs sponsored by the Japanese government. There are two types of, actually two or three types of, visas available for, which allow the foreign workers to visit and come and work in Japan. That is, one is the so-called uh, Technical Intern Training Program, which is this stands for abbreviations TITP, and also another one is Specified Skill Visa, which have been enacted, put into force last year, April last year. So still this is fresh though. Another one is very old, which has been put into the execution about 10 years ago, or more than 10 years ago, so-called Economic Partnership Program, which was mainly designed to bring in the group of the nurses, the caregivers, right? Now, caregivers, but nurses is the most main purpose of this program into Japan. But so most of those people who came under this, economic partnership program, I think have returned back to their own respective countries. But some of them stayed and got married with the Japanese people and stayed on. But most of them have been going back home. Now, yeah, this one's. So I'm trying to refer to the information and the issues related to this foreign workers working in Japan are confined to those who came under special programs sponsored by the Japanese government. That's excluding those who was visiting here in Japan, so-called under the so-called professional visa, or considered as a professionals, because they have a completely different conditions and the regulation related to that, their stay in Japan. So I just want to cover updates on these foreign workers here now in Japan. As you may know, this COVID-19 has drastically devastated not only the Japanese but also the foreigners and foreign students in Japan. And as a matter of fact, I have lost two major source of incomes by myself. So I understand the pain and the suffering. But so you can imagine that even the Japanese lost their jobs and then having difficulty in coping with their daily life. Those who have been visiting here Japan at the request of the Japanese government to provide help for those Japanese companies which are suffering the shortage manpower, now facing this COVID-19. Yet they don't, and they're not allowed to go back to their own countries. They have to stay here. But the matter of fact that the fact of the matter is that some of those, employers even laid them off, and they told these foreign workers stay at home or their dormitories, though, or apartment, and they hardly be able to make a living. But the one thing really relieved me is that the what I heard that some of the local, especially local Okinawan peoples, help those foreign students by providing the vegetables and some other daily commodities. So anyway, what I'm trying to say here is that since although I'm sure that you guys have access to Japanese media, which broadcast, provide information in English, but there are some uh, publications, articles which are not being covered in this, a major broadcasting news. So that's the place where I was thinking about maybe just coming to help and shed light on this, what's happening, real tangible, facts facing these foreign workers. And the one thing I like to tell you is that not because of this, but this even before this COVID-19, this demand for construction workers and auto mechanics and caregivers has been rising, and then the situation remained unchanged because this COVID-19 has although drastically impacted these related industry, but they're still having trouble finding their manpower to cope with the daily situation, daily demand. And so what I'm trying to do is that perhaps that I would try to provide updates on these issues every day on daily basis. But I may have to take some couple of days off because I have to look for the resources and information so that I'll be able to provide fresh, updated information to you guys. So thank you very much. So that's right. The lastly, that if you have any those foreign workers and foreign students who have been suffering because of this COVID-19, if you have any the things that you want me to share with, please send me an email to down. I'm going to put down the email down there so that if you have any trouble and information you want to share with me or share with the rest of the world, please send me an email. Okay, thank you very much. That's the first the pre-launch announcement on this idea I'm thinking about going to do it. Thank you very much. Bye now.